Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's December 20th, 2024, looking at evening grooming crew on Baldy, making that sweet, sweet corduroy. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask to do a one-time donation, or even better, a sustaining membership to help keep this going. Weekend outlook, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies throughout the weekend period. Today we're going to have some pockets of sunshine, and it's going to be way above normal for temperatures. We're going to be in the mid 40s for the next 2 days. It drops a little bit on Sunday as that trough comes through, and just got a mix of about four different storms coming through. The first one's starting Saturday night. Each one's going to get progressively bigger. Saturday is going to be a small one. Sunday night's going to be a little bigger. Christmas Eve a little bigger, and then the main event after Christmas. Let's hop into the temperatures. We're pretty warm in the Wood River side in the mid to upper 20s, and down in the almost single digits of Stanley. That might drop over the next hour. Looking at the infrared radar, we are looking at two storm systems. Number one is this first trough is going to be pretty small. It's going to go over just to the, just overhead us and hit the Sawtooth and have likely some valley floor rain. This one, the second one's going to be parked out there until it comes ashore on Christmas Eve. Looking at that first system that's coming through, it's not going to be coming in until Saturday evening. Looks like it's coming through as like a weak cold front. Oops. Yeah, so right in the late afternoon, around 4-ish, it should start maybe even a little earlier in the Sawtooth. 2 or 3 will start snowing up in the Sawtooth and work its way across down to the Wood River Valley. It looks like it's going to be a rain event around 6,000 feet and below. So that's going to be not that great. This is looking for snow totals Saturday evening into Sunday morning. You can see the Sawtooth and Banner getting most of the storm. With a healthy 1 to 3 inches of snow. Looking through Sunday, it's going to be 6 to 8 across the spine of the Sawtooth and about 3 to 6 in the southern or northern end of the Smokies. Not picking up as much in the Wood River Valley. All right, so that's storm 1 and 2, Saturday night and Sunday night. Let's start looking at Christmas Eve. So this is looking at the atmospheric river forecast. You can see they added the latest one that I've been kind of eyeing up. This is Christmas evening, Christmas Day evening, where it's going to be shaping up to look like a relatively long duration event. And we're still pretty far out with that, so we'll keep an eye on it. And I shouldn't say strong, it's looking at an AR2, but it's very close to becoming a 3 if the models become in better alignment with that. All right, let's look a little bit closer at what's going on. All right, so we got our big kind of 2 low areas of low pressure right now, one here and then the other one down here. That first one that's coming through today is going to get ejected. That's this blob here, and just be a really small trough coming over the top of us. Not too much energy with that. The second low is still spinning out there in the Pacific. Will eject an even a slightly bigger trough. That's coming through Sunday night. And then finally, this big low comes in as a form of a trough on Christmas Eve. That's going to set us up with a little bit bigger storm looking at like 3 to 5 in that one. And then we have this big mass over here that's setting up, still looks like it's setting up to be an atmospheric river where it's just going to be continuing to bring in troughs overhead. And I think that's a little bit easier to see. All these storms are easier to see if we look at the MBM model. So here's the first blip. This is looking at Titus Peak, just a couple inches. Next one's a little bit bigger, and then Christmas Eve is a little bit bigger. But then look at this long duration event, right? Christmas, at the evening of Christmas, all the way through the extended forecast is looking very wet, and it's looking really good right now. So looking like we could pick up a couple feet of snow. We're still pretty far out. It's looking real wet for the soldiers and Bogus Basin. The soldiers are looking like they could pick up about 4 inches of water right now. I mean, this is looking pretty far into the future, and Bogus Basin about the same. So still looking like that system is going to do something for us. The good news is that it's going to turn on and keep snowing. We just have to watch that rain line. This last storm system, the atmospheric river, is going to be coming in cooler. It's still not as cold as I'd like it to be, but it looks like we're going to be getting valley snow with that.